Hi everyone, welcome back. We're here with another movie reaction and today we're watching Dead Poets Society. This movie was a Patreon poll winner. From the comments we saw that Robin Williams is apparently in this movie. So the cover image of the movie is definitely giving Good Will Hunting, where it had that like yellow and everything again. So I'm not sure if because Robin Williams I immediately think comedy. But then, of course, Good Will Hunting was not that. And this being school related and everything, I don't know if it's like another coming of age kind of thing or... But yeah, anywho, we're gonna jump right on into the movie. The full length reaction will be available on Patreon and we have other TV show and movie reactions over there as well. But let's play. Oh, I know him from House.
Ladies and gentlemen, the light of knowledge. 100 years ago, in 1859, 21 boys sat in this room.
This is 1959.
At the start of each semester. What are the four pillars?
Tradition, honor, discipline, excellence.
This is why we are the best preparatory school.
Look at him.
Our beloved Mr. Porteous of the English department retired last term. We'll have the opportunity later to meet his replacement, Mr. John Keating, himself an honors graduate of this school.
Oh.
Has been teaching at the highly regarded Chester School in London.
In London? My. Okay, Dead Poets Society, English teacher. Okay.
Neil, we expect great things from you this year.
Wow. Okay. Wow, we were young here.
No tears now.
Oh, is it a boarding school? Even though I wanted to go to boarding school as a child, I don't think as a parent, I could let my baby go.
My brother went here. Oh, so you're that Henderson. Well, you give him one of these, and if he has trouble breathing...
Oh yeah, see, that would be me.
Remember your vaporizer.
Make sure you rub the Vicks this way.
Hey, Neil, study group tonight? Hey, I heard you got the new kid. Looks like a stiff. Oops.
Awkward.
Listen, don't mind Cameron.
Another Cameron. They look like pricks.
Rumor has it, you did summer school. My father thought I should get ahead. How's your summer, Slick? Keen. What are the four pillars? Travesty, horror, decadence, excrement. Oh, this is Todd Anderson. Todd's brother was Jeffrey Anderson.
Valedictorian, National Merit Scholar.
Welcome to Helton.
But that smell is...
Father.
I've just spoken to Mr. Nolan. You're taking too many extracurricular activities.
But I'm the assistant editor this year.
Sorry, Neil.
But it wouldn't be fair.
Fellas, would you excuse us for a moment?
Is there any other extracurriculars he can drop instead then, if this one's that important to him?
Don't you ever dispute me in public, you understand? After you finish medical school and you're on your own, then you can do as you damn well please. But until then... Well, let's move on.
Why doesn't he let you do what you want?
Oh, that's rich. Like you guys tell your parents off.
Okay, so I don't like it any more than you do.
So what are you gonna do then?
Okay, I guess they're pretty cool.
I don't care. I don't give a damn about any of it.
Aw, you know you do.
Latin, 8 o'clock in my room?
Yes.
Todd, you're welcome to join us.
Yeah.
Come along, pal.
Oh, okay. That was all like apprehensive of them in the beginning, smoking in the dorm rooms. It is a coming of age story, I guess. Like Cameron in the other movie, he needs to stick up to his dad.
Report on them every 5 weeks.
Agricola.
Your study of trigonometry requires absolute precision.
Which is why I hate math.
Well, come on.
Oh. What kind of teaching style do they allow in London?
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Who knows where that comes from? It's from a poem by Walt Whitman. Now, in this class, you can either call me Mr. Keating, if you're slightly more daring. Oh, Captain, my Captain. I, too, attended Helton. At that time, I was not the mental giant you see before you. I was the intellectual equivalent of a 98-pound weakling. Mr. It's a rather unfortunate name. Mr. Pitts.
To the virgins to make much of time.
Yes. Somewhat appropriate, isn't it?
Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. Old time is still a-flying. This same flower that smiles today, tomorrow will be dying.
The Latin term for that sentiment is carpe diem. That's seize the day. Very good, Mr. Meeks. Another unusual name.
Till you hear mine.
We are food for worms, lads. I'd like you to step forward over here. You've walked past them many times. I don't think you've really looked at them.
Mm-mm.
Full of hormones, just like you. They believe they're destined for great things. Their eyes are full of hope, just like you. Did they wait until it was too late to make from their lives even one iota of what they were capable? These boys are now fertilizing daffodils. But if you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you.
I don't know what they thought about that intro.
Weird.
He'll test us on that stuff.
Carbon.
All right, who's up for a trig study group tonight, guys? Sure.
Me.
Can't make it, guys. I have to have dinner at the Danbury's house tonight. Friends of my dad's.
I've got some history I want to do. Suit yourself.
What's up, buddy? So are you the main character, actually?
Ready, Overstreet?
Chad, can you get that? I'll get it. Can I help you?
Knox Overstreet. Dr. Hager. This is the Danburys, right? Mrs. Danbury?
No.
I'm Mrs. Danbury. You must be Knox.
Yes.
How are you? Joe Danbury.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Just replace these numbers here with X.
Oh, it's dinner.
You met the one.
Awful. Why? I met the most beautiful girl I have ever seen.
Aww. Yeah, you couldn't even talk.
She's practically engaged to Chet Danbury.
Oh.
A girl this beautiful in love with such a jerk.
Open your trig book and try and figure out.
And I certainly can't think about trig. We got it.
All right, gentlemen, 5 minutes.
You can see her naked. Very funny, doll.
Mr. Perry, will you read the opening paragraph of the preface?
Understanding Poetry by Dr. J. Evans Pritchard. You must first be fluent with its meter, rhyme, then ask 2 questions. How artfully has the objective of the poem been rendered? How important is that object? Perfection is plotted on the horizontal of a graph. Its importance is plotted on the vertical. Then calculating the total area yields the measure of its greatness.
Me as a student.
Sonnet by Byron might score high on the vertical, but only average on the horizontal. A Shakespearean sonnet, on the other hand, score high both horizontally and vertically, thereby revealing the poem to be truly great. As you proceed through the poetry in this book, so will your enjoyment and understanding.
Also me as a student.
Excrement. That's what I think of Mr. J. Evans Pritchard. Now I want you to rip out that page. Go on. You heard me. Rip it out. Thank you, Mr. Dalton.
Tear out the entire introduction.
Rip it out. Rip!
Are you gonna be fired?
J. Evans.
This sounds very, radical.
We'll perforate it. Put it on a roll. Rip it out. Rip!
I don't think I could rip it out, honestly, either.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, see, I told you.
Don't hear enough? Rip!
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were here.
Oh,
I am.
Excuse me.
okay, you'll allow this.
A war. And the casualties could be your hearts and souls. Measuring poetry. No! Now, my class, you will learn to think for yourself.
I think that's great and all.
No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world.
I agree.
Huddle up.
We do a lot of, like, getting close and huddling.
We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because the human race is filled with passion. Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits. But poetry, beauty, these are what we stay alive for.
I like it. I like it.
Of the endless trains of the faithless, What good amid these, oh me, oh life, that life exists and identity. The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?
Woe is me. No, I'm kidding. Like, so what do you do in your classroom,
Quite an
sir?
interesting class you gave today, Mr. Keating. Very fascinating. Misguided though it was.
I think so.
Encouraging them to become artists, and when they realize that they're not Mozarts, they'll hate you for it.
George, we're talking free thinkers.
At 17.
Funny, I never pegged you as a cynic.
Not a cynic.
A realist?
A realist.
That's how you know your
Show me the
inner
heart
child has
conflict
died.
of thy foolish dream, and I'll show you a happy man.
But only in their dreams can men be truly free, and always thus will be.
Tennyson?
Keating.
Okay.
Hey, I found a senior annual in the library. Editor of the school annual, Cambridge bound, and the Dead Poets Society.
Most likely to do anything. Die, man. What's a Dead Poets Society?
I don't know.
Picture in the annual?
Oh, this is so cute. Now they're like,
Say something. Oh, Captain, my Captain?
Gentlemen.
We were just looking in your old annual.
nosy.
No, it's not me.
What was the Dead Poets Society?
I doubt the present administration would look too favorably upon that.
What was it?
Can you keep a secret?
Oh,
The dead poets were dedicated to sucking the marrow out of life. See, we would gather at the old Indian cave, take turns reading from Thoreau, Whitman, the biggies.
Biggie Smalls? I'm kidding.
Enchantment of the moment, we'd let poetry work its magic.
It's a bunch of guys sitting around reading poetry.
We weren't a Greek organization, we were romantics. We let it drip from our tongues like honey.
Oh my.
Women swooned, and gods were created, gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Perry, for this stroll down Amnesia Lane. Burn that.
Dead Poets Society.
You want to start it up?
Everybody in?
Where's this cave he's
It's
talking?
beyond the stream. I know where it is.
You know how many demerits we're talking, Dalton?
So don't come, please. Who's in?
Oh, come on, Neil Hager's there.
Forget Hager. No.
Ooh, taking a stand.
I'm in.
Of course you are.
It's starting to sound dangerous.
So funny. If someone doesn't want to join, I wouldn't let them come because I feel like that'll be a weakest link. The first to rat people out if they get caught.
Todd, you coming tonight? No. You heard Keating. Don't you want to do something about that? Keating said that everybody took turns reading, and I don't want to do that. Gosh, you really have a problem with that, don't you? What if you just came and listened?
Oh, shut up, will you?
Aww. This is so cute. Breaking out, feeling like you're a rebel to read poetry. I mean, I guess it's like a cipher in the woods. It is pretty hardcore.
I'm a dead poet.
That's what he said.
All right, forget the fire. I hereby reconvene the Dead Poets Society.
And smoking. Oh, Lord.
I went to the woods because I wanted to live deliberately. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life.
Pause.
And not when I had come to die, discover that I had not lived.
Right here, lay it down.
See, cipher.
You want to hear a real poem? You ready? No, I don't. You memorized a poem? Move on. Original piece by Charlie. An original.
Of course. Oh.
Teach me to love. Go teach thyself more wit and learn to love from me.
Is that your source of inspiration?
Come, my friends. 'Tis not too late to seek a newer world.
Then I had a vision. I could not turn from the revel in derision.
I'm telling you, he's spitting out here.
Then I saw the Congo and the blacks.
Oh, this. Yeah, I thought they were getting caught. Do they have a ding? I love this.
Is exhausted. And don't use very sad. Use
Morose?
exactly. Language was developed for one endeavor, and that is Mr. Anderson.
Oh,
To communicate.
No, to woo women.
that.
Today we're going to be talking about William Shakespeare. And many of you have seen Shakespeare done very much like this. If any of you have seen Mr. Marlon Brando, Shakespeare can be different. France, Romans, Ramirez. Is this a dagger I see before me?
You can have yourself a 3-course meal from one dough.
I don't think the other teachers would enjoy seeing kids enjoying class.
Why do I stand up here?
Feel taller.
No. To remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way.
Mm.
See, the world looks very different from up here. Come see for yourselves. Come on.
First to go up front. He is ready, willing, and able.
Even though it may seem silly or wrong, you must try. You must strive to find your own voice. The longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are
I
to
love
find it at
that. That is very true.
There you go, Mr. Christie. Thank you. Compose a poem of your own, an original work. You have to deliver it aloud in front of the class.
Oh, homeboy's not gonna like this.
Mr. Anderson. Don't think that I don't know that this assignment scares the hell out of you.
Why you out him like that?
Radio Free America.
Giving pump up the volume again.
I found it.
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
This is it.
What does it have to do with you?
All right, they're putting it on at Henley Hall. I'm gonna act.
Wait, I thought you can't do any more extracurricular.
I'm gonna be an actor. Ever since I can remember, I wanted to try this, but of course my father wouldn't let me. But for the first time, I'm gonna do it. Carpe diem!
Hold on. Hey, but won't he kill you if he finds out you went to an audition and didn't even
No,
tell him?
you won't have to know about any of this.
Yeah, but if he said no
Jesus,
before,
Todd, whose side are you on?
Yeah, man. Aww, he was so excited.
Can I even enjoy the idea for a little while? You're coming to the meeting this afternoon.
Maybe.
You're in the club. Being in the club means being stirred up by things. So you want me out? No, I want you in.
I appreciate this concern, but I'm not like you.
He's like, I didn't even want to be in.
You say things and people listen. I'm not like that.
Living in your brother's shadow.
The point is that there's nothing you can do about it. I can take care of myself just fine.
No.
I did not expect that. I thought he was gonna get hurt.
No.
I love that.
Give me Neil, poetry! I mean, faced by Walt Whitman! Okay.
What are you guys doing? Hey, Neil,
Where you go? Oh, we're gonna see. Okay. Hey. Where's she at, though? Wowza. Oh, and you rode all the way out here.
Sport is actually a chance for us to have other human beings push us to excel. And line up single file.
This is class?
Oh, to struggle against great odds, to meet enemies undaunted.
Say it again like you're undaunted.
Oh, to struggle against great odds.
Yes. Next. To indeed be a god.
He's getting into it.
Ah! I'm gonna play fuck. This is the main part. Great deal. Charlie, I got it.
Now are you starting to believe?
how are you gonna do this?
Forge. Signatures.
Father and Mr. Nolan.
Oh, Neil, you're crazy.
Oh. But it's all fun and games until it's not, you know, like if daddy finds out. But that is so me. I would have to like rehearse phone calls if I have to like call for delivery.
I see a sweetness in her smile.
Oh.
But life is complete. Contentment is mine. Just knowing that she's alive.
Oh.
No, it's not stupid. It's a good effort.
Uh-huh.
Hopkins, you're laughing. You're up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what do you got?
The cat set on the mat.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
You're the first poem to ever have a negative score on the Pritchard scale. We're not laughing at you, we're laughing near you. I don't mind that your poem had a simple theme. Just don't let your poems be ordinary.
You're just trying to be funny.
Who's next? Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, it might be good to just get it out the way.
Let's put you out of your misery.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it. I didn't write a poem.
Mr. Anderson thinks that everything inside of him is worthless. Isn't that right, Todd? And that's your worst fear. I think you're wrong. You have something inside of you that is worth a great deal. I sound my yelp. Uncle Walt, again, a yelp is a loud cry or yell. I would like you to give us a demonstration
Oh
of a
my god, I would die.
Come on.
Ah. That's even worse than having to read your own poem. Oh my god, I would die.
No, not just a yelp, a barbaric yelp.
Y'all.
I'm like, ah.
Louder.
Y'all.
Oh, good God, boy, yell like that!
There it is.
See? You have a barbarian in you after all. Picture of Uncle Walt up there. What does he remind you of?
Uncle Walt.
Well, think about it. Just answer again.
A crazy madman. Oh, you can do better than that.
Say the first thing that pops into your head, even if it's total gibberish.
A sweaty tooth madman.
There's a poet in you after all. Close your eyes.
And this image floats beside me.
Sweaty tooth madman.
With a stare that pounds my brain.
Oh, that's excellent.
His hands reach out and choke me.
That's it. Wonderful, wonderful. Forget them. Stay with the blanket.
You push it, stretch it, it'll never be enough. From the moment we enter crying to the moment we leave dying, as you wail and cry and scream.
And everyone's like, wow, we actually finally got something out of you.
Don't you forget this.
Oh, look at you. I'm waiting for someone to complain, like, why are y'all out here for a class in English? Also, things are going too well right now.
Join in. Yeah, Knox, we're from the government. We're here to help.
Peer pressure.
Neil!
Oh, I keep thinking we're getting caught.
What do you say we start this meeting?
I need a light. Just gotta bring the air plugs.
Poetrucing by Charles Dalton.
Oh, God. Why did I think it was actually going to do something?
Tumbling, mumbling. Gotta do more. Chaos dreaming. Gotta do more. Gotta be more.
That's great.
My parents made me take the clarinet for years.
How did that?
Saxophone.
Yeah.
Saxophone is more sonorous. Ooh, vocabulary.
I can't take it anymore. If I don't have Chris,
I
I'm
know, look
gonna
at you,
kill myself.
Mr. Angsty.
That's just my problem. I've been calm all my life. I do something about that. I want to call her.
You got her number?
My parents will kill me. Hi, this is Knox Overstreet.
Not them giggling in the back. Why?
Well, sure. Okay, great. She was gonna call me.
At Chet Danbury's house.
Yeah.
So?
You don't really think she means you're going with her?
Right?
But that's not the point.
Is it not?
That she was thinking about me.
He just needs a little bit of hope, huh?
And already she's thinking about me. It's gonna happen, guys.
Wow.
I feel it.
Just take a stroll.
There it is.
I had the urge to just go doot 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 and go the other way.
Left, right, left. You notice everyone started off with their own stride, their own pace. Mr. Pitts taking his time. Mr. Cameron, you can see him thinking, is this right? Mr. Overstreet, driven by a deeper force. Yes. Brought them up here to illustrate the point of conformity, the difficulty in maintaining your own beliefs. I see the look in your eyes like, I would have walked differently. Ask yourselves why you were clapping. You must trust that your beliefs are unique, even though the herd may go, that's bad. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. Find your own walk right now. The courtyard is yours. You don't have to perform. Just make it for yourself. Mr. Dalton, you'll be joining us.
Exercising the right not to walk.
Just to illustrate the point.
Huh?
Hey. Hey.
What's going on?
Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
What'd you get?
My parents
I
gave me
almost
this.
fell.
Isn't this the same desk?
Yeah, they gave me the same thing as last year.
Aww.
Maybe they thought you needed another one.
I didn't even like it the first time.
Todd, I think you're underestimating the value of this desk set. Who would want a football or a car? Or a car. If I were ever going to buy a desk set, probably buy this one. Both times. In fact, it's
This is cute.
the shape is aerodynamic.
Oh.
Todd?
How'd the plastic come off?
You'll get another one next year.
Go ahead, go on in. It's my cave. Meet Gloria and
Tina.
Tina.
Tina's the friend that does not want to be a third wheel.
In keeping with the spirit of passionate experimentation, I'm giving up the name Charles Dalton. Call me Nwanda.
Oh my gosh.
Hello? Hello, Chris? Hi.
Made it! Great! Jimmy Danbury's here. Look, I have to go find Chef.
Oh, she's trying to set you up with Ginny.
Hey, you Mutt Sanders' brother?
Sorry.
Where's our majesty? If there's one Sanders, brother, we don't even offer him a drink.
I don't really drink.
To Mutt. To Mutt.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't really know Mutt.
Right. I don't really know much.
It's a mighty Mutt.
What happened to not conforming?
Say hello to Mutt for me, okay?
Thou art more lovely and more temperate.
So sweet.
I made that up. Any more where that came from?
They swoon, all right. Oh no, oh no. Where's Jenny? Uh-oh. You're not thinking what I'm... What if he barfs on her as he, like, leans in? Don't do it. Is he sweaty, too? Okay, at least it's the forehead.
What, you don't remember?
Yeah, he's like...
It's Mutt Sanders' brother. I know this looks bad.
Oh, God.
Chet, you hurt him!
Good. I'm sorry. Next time I see you, you die.
Go ahead. Pass it around. Don't you guys miss having girls around?
It's part of what this club is about. I published an article in the school paper in the name of the dead poet, demanding girls be admitted to Welton.
Charlie, you had no right to do something like that.
Yeah, everything's starting
Are we
to...
just playing around out here? What the hell are we doing?
This could mean trouble. You don't speak for the club.
If they catch me, I'll tell them I made it up.
Oh. Yeah, didn't the teacher say I can't tell you because they wouldn't like it? So maybe in the past they caused some commotion that name is so triggering to the school.
I'm asking any and all students who know anything about this article. This is your only chance to avoid expulsion from this school.
Whoa.
Mr. Nolan, it's for you. He says we should have girls at Welton.
Wipe that smirk off your face. Assume the position.
The position? Oh. Hey, this is the 50s. Ah.
One.
It sounds so painful.
What is this Dead Poet Society? I want names.
Is he gonna squeal? I mean, he is squealing. Oh, this poor bum.
You kicked out?
No.
So what happened?
Got my butt spanked.
I'm to turn everybody in, apologize to school.
What are you gonna do? Charlie.
The name is Nwanda.
Excuse me. May we have a word, Mr. Keating? This was my first classroom, John. Did you know that?
Didn't know you taught, Mr. Nolan.
English.
Hmm.
I'm hearing rumors, John, about some unorthodox teaching. I don't think I have to warn you, boys his age are very impressionable.
Well, your reprimand made quite an impression, I'm sure.
John, the curriculum is set. It's proven it works.
I always thought the idea of education was to learn to think for yourself.
At these boys' age, not on your life. Prepare them for college, and the rest will take care of itself.
Assume the position, Mr. Dalton. All right, gentlemen.
The Congo, Nuwanda.
It was a pretty lame stunt you pulled today.
What about carpe diem and sucking all the marrow out of life?
It doesn't mean choking on the bone.
Pause.
There's a time for daring, and there's a time for caution.
But I thought you'd like that.
Aww.
You being expelled from school is not daring to me. It's stupid.
Aye, aye, Captain.
That goes for the lot of you.
Yes, Captain.
Yes, Captain.
Phone call from God. If it had been collect, that would have been daring.
I was wondering when we'd get back to this story arc.
What's for dinner?
Save some for me.
Aha.
Neil,
Before you say anything,
please
please let me.
dare talk back to me. How did you expect to get away with this? Who put you up to it? Was it this new man, this,
Are there rumors going around now about this Mr. Keating?
I've gotten all A's in
Really
every
think I wasn't going to
class.
find out? Oh, my niece is in a play with your son, says Mrs. Marks.
Oh.
You must be mistaken. My son's not in a play. You made a liar out of me, Neil.
I have the main part. The performance is tomorrow night.
I don't care. We're through with that play.
Or what? What are you gonna do?
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
I made a great many sacrifices to get you here, Neil.
But I don't understand how it's gonna hurt him. He's getting all A's like he said. It's not like it's taking time out from his schoolwork.
It's open. Hey, what's up?
Talk to my father. He's making me quit the play at Henley Hall. Acting is everything to me. I can see his point. We're not a rich family like Charlie's.
Oh.
He's planning the rest of my life for me, and
Have you ever told your father what you just told me?
His father does not let him get that far.
I can't talk to him this way.
And you're acting for him, too. I know this sounds impossible, but you have to talk to him.
He'll tell me that acting's a whim and I should forget it.
You prove it to him by your conviction and your passion. If he still doesn't believe you, well, then you'll be out of school and you can do anything you want.
What about the play? The show's tomorrow night.
Talk to him before tomorrow night.
I'm trapped.
No, you're not.
Sir, didn't you already get... Oh, he came with flowers.
I brought you these and a poem I wrote for you.
Oh.
Don't you know that if Chet finds you here, he'll kill you?
I love you, Chris.
Max, you're crazy.
Look, I acted like a jerk.
No, I can't.
Whoa.
Max, I don't believe this.
All I'm asking you to do is listen.
There's a snitch again.
To touch her would be paradise. Hey, how'd it go? Did you read it to her? Yeah. What'd she say? Nothing. But I did.
I love that.
What did she say?
Did you talk to your father?
No, you didn't.
Like it one bit.
Oh, you did?
But at least he's letting me stay in the play.
Oh.
But,
Did you do
he's
it?
gonna let me stay with acting.
You told him what you
You're
told me?
acting again.
Yeah. He'll be gone at least 4 days. I don't think he'll make the show.
I can't tell if he's being honest or not.
What are you doing here?
I look at this.
Chris, you can't be in here.
It's fine for you to come barging into my school and make a complete fool out of me. And it took everything I could do to keep him from coming here and killing you.
You came here to say stop?
If it just so happens that I could care less about you.
Then you wouldn't be here warning me about Chet.
To go, I'm gonna be late for the play.
Are you going with him?
To a play? Are you kidding?
Then come with me. If you don't like me after tonight, I'll stay away forever.
You are so infuriating.
So that's a yes.
I am that merry wanderer of the night. The wine is good. He's really telling his saddest tale.
I love that they're there for him.
Slip I from her bum.
Lysander riddles very prettily. For love and courtesy and modesty. Separation is made.
Oh, I knew it. Oh, did you really not tell him and he's just here to make sure you're actually not in the play?
Come on, Neil. You're too proud. Let's go.
Well, this is your chance to show him what you got, if anything.
If we shadows have offended,
Oh my god.
think but this, and all is mended. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest Puck, if now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Oh. Oh, he does not look happy.
Please, you have the gift.
You left even me speechless.
Keating, you stay away from my son.
Neil! Mr. Perry, come on!
Hey, Mom, how do you feel about it?
Very hard to understand why it is that you insist on defying us. Tomorrow I'm withdrawing you from Welton, enrolling you in Brayton Military School. You're
Whoa.
going to be a doctor.
That's 10 more years. Father, that's a lifetime.
Oh, stop it. You have opportunities that I never even dreamt of, and I am not going to let you waste them.
I've got to tell you what I feel.
Tell me what you feel.
Go ahead, Neil.
What is it? Is it more of this acting business? Because you can forget that.
Nothing.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do it. Because he actually gave you an opening. He said, what do you feel?
Nothing. Well, then let's go to bed.
It was really good.
I wish Mom could have been there to see it.
Go on, get some sleep.
But why is she crying? Is she crying because of what he did? Or is she crying because what she's resisting wanting to? Oh, okay. I thought he was going out or going to like his parents' room with a thing still on. What are we doing? What are we doing?
What was that? Neil?
Tom, what is it?
Neil?
I'll look outside.
Oh my God!
Oh! He's all
My
right.
son, my poor
He's
son!
all right. He's all right.
This ain't real.
Stop it!
Dad.
No, 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 no. For real? This is for real? This is for real? I thought he was like acting or
What is it? Neil's dead?
Oh my god. I did not believe it. Because he didn't even make the sound. We saw the smoke. Oh.
So beautiful. Todd. It's okay, Todd.
Oh my god.
Todd. Easy.
He wouldn't have done it.
Explain it,
I
Todd.
was like, he wouldn't have done it.
He wouldn't have. Dad was just fine.
Explain it,
Oh. Mm. Yeah. I thought we were gonna get a. I mean, coming of age means, you know, you have to age. Not. Like, where do we go from here? And it was the book that you left to him. Yeah, man. No, I'm sad and I don't want to.
The death of Neil Perry is a tragedy.
I want to know what you have to say about it. If you're gonna double down on your
We've contacted each of your
propaganda,
parents to explain the situation. Naturally, they're all quite concerned.
or if you're gonna just blame Mr. Keating.
At the request of Neil's family, I intend to conduct a thorough inquiry into this matter.
Thorough inquiry. Do they not see themselves as to blame in this?
You told him about this meeting twice. He's in Nolan's office right now, thinking. Schools go down because of things like this. They need a scapegoat. What's going on, guys? You think, didn't you, Cameron?
Look, there's something called an honor code at this school, all right? You tell the truth or you're expelled.
You really did?
He's a rat! I'm out anyway!
You don't know that, not yet.
And if you guys are smart, you will do exactly what I did. We're the victims.
Of what?
What's that mean? Who are they after?
Of course, Miss.
Keating, of course, the captain himself.
Mr. Keating responsible for Neil?
Mr. Keating put us up to all this crap, didn't he?
Put you up to
If it
what?
wasn't for Mr. Keating, Neil would be cozied up in his room right now.
That is not true, Cameron. You know that.
Let Keating fry.
I have never been more disgusted in my life. Thank you. I'm not one for violence, but
You just signed
for someone that was. I can't stand him now. He was the one person that was advocating for you to be able to be you, and you're gonna blame him for
You can't
that.
save Keating, but you can save yourselves.
Okay, Wormtail.
Knox Overstreet.
All right, Nuwanda, you got this. Where are you going?
What happened to Nawanda? Expelled.
Oh wait, that was in Nuwanda?
Todd Anderson.
Hello, son.
Oh, and your parents are here? Okay, I guess that is pressure that may make you crumble, but
I think we've pretty well put together what's happened here.
Answer again, Todd.
Describes how your teacher, Mr. Keating, encouraged you boys to organize this club
no, he did not.
for reckless and self-indulgent behavior.
No, he did not. He actually told him not to do it.
Encouraged Neil Perry to follow this obsession with acting. He knew all along it was against the explicit orders.
No, he told him to talk to the parents.
An abuse of his position as teacher led directly to Neil Perry's death. Read that document carefully. If you've nothing to add or amend, sign it.
I've had enough. Sign the paper, Todd.
Grass is Grayman. The entire building is Ida Fickham.
Look at them. They're also now having class outside.
I will be teaching this class through exams.
I guess he signed it.
Who will tell me where you are in the picture textbook?
We're not. I don't know.
I can't hear you, Mr. Anderson.
In the picture?
We skipped around a lot, sir.
All right, then we'll start over. What is poetry? Come.
I came for my personals.
How could y'all face yourselves? No, I know they're kids and
Cameron, read aloud the excellent essay.
we can't. We threw it out.
That page has been ripped out, sir.
What do you mean they're all ripped out? Never mind. Read.
Must first be fluent with its meter, rhyme, and figures of speech. How important is that objective? And once these questions have been answered, determining the poem's greatness.
They made everybody
Quiet, Mr.
sign
Anderson.
it. You gotta believe me, it's true.
One more outburst from you or anyone else.
Oh, I thought he was gonna do this in the office, but the guilt is eating him up.
Captain, my captain.
Aww.
Sit down. Sit down. This is your final warning, Anderson.
Come on, come on.
You hear me?
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Sit down.
Down! All of you, I want you seated. Leave, Mr. Keating.
Oh.
All of you, seated.
Dang
Do you
it.
hear me?
Yeah, who's this? What? There are still some that are looking down. Alright. Oh.
Thank you, boys.
You made a difference.
Thank you.
Wasn't how I thought it would happen, but still impactful. Oh, and we end here? Man, I was really hoping for some closure, some like a neatly wrapped up story of how important it is to live life to its fullest, you know, seize the day, carpe diem, and not only find your voice, but also on the parent side for them to come to terms with it. And that's why, like, I think in the other movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I was so worried about Cameron because I'm like, honestly, I was like, is the dad abusive? Like, that's where I was at. Like, and so I was worried about his safety there. But it seemed to be that, like, yeah, he just needed to stand up for himself and then somehow everything will work out. And so I thought here, maybe if Neil stood up for himself and found his voice and did that he too would be freed from that, because he kept saying, like, I feel trapped. He didn't say anything when the dad gave him a chance to say it. Like, he didn't find his voice, you know? And so the whole quote in that book about, like, to die and not knowing that you didn't live at all, I thought if anyone, he would be, because he was that guy. And so I thought he would be the one that, like, the dominoes would start to fall in its favor. And I guess it's not just like a stereotypical movie where everything works out in the end. Life is messy. I don't know what happened with the other kid who trying to be Mr. Steal Your Girl. I don't know if it worked out for him. And in the beginning, I thought it was going to show that even if it doesn't work, just doing it is enough reward for itself. Like when he was like, I did it. Like, you read the poem. What did she say? What does she say? And he's like, he didn't really answer, but he just felt proud that he at least spoke his truth. But with Neil's case, he didn't get to speak his truth, and him ending his life, I really thought the parents would realize that it was because they didn't let him be himself, give him a choice. But instead, they just blamed Mr. Keating. Which, the whole Dead Poets Society thing, like when they had the meeting, I guess they didn't like, I thought that, and when they showed the yearbook and the teachers thing about like being a member of the Dead Poets Society, and when he said no because they wouldn't like it very much, I thought there was some sort of history already. And so it's like, how do they hire him as a teacher then if they knew he was part of that? It's really hard, you know, after a while. You may have your own walk at first, but eventually you do start to sync up with everyone. And then those here clapping as well. Like, I'm proud of Nuwanda though. Like, even though he was being a little bit extreme with it, and like him writing it in the newspaper is kind of where everything started to get out of hand, I feel. Because if that wasn't made known, then whatever is happening with Neil I guess they still would have somehow blamed Mr. Keating, because like the whole unorthodox teaching style seems to be an issue already as it was. And when he talked to Nuwanda and was like, hey, you have to use caution, you have to know when it's wise not to. He's not saying like seize the day, just YOLO, you know, do whatever. Have the wisdom to know how to exercise that feeling. So even though he was a bit extreme, in the end of the day, he was still the realist. He still got expelled for speaking his truth, not just conforming, whatever. Like, yes, you can stand on the desk in the end there and then get like a little bit in trouble or whatever, but like he was willing to go all the way. Like, he spoke his truth and didn't try to change it just because he was being forced to. So I gotta respect that. But I mean, it was a good message. Like, I love how it's through an English class of all things, you know, that he was teaching not just, you know, the history, the beautiful poetry and the arts, whatever, but teaching you to find your own voice, teaching you to think, critical thinking, have your own opinions, to not to just conform and do what's expected of you, but to live life, not to reach the end of your days and think, man, like, did I even live life at all? And it's true that it's that age where that needs to be reminded the most, because when you're a kid, you are living life to its fullest. You don't care so much, but as society, as your parents, as the school tries to keep you, teach you, you know, socialize and take away the little bits of individuality so that you can sit still, so that you can do repetitive tasks, so you can, you know, live in society and not cause waves, whatever. It gets harder, like he said. And before you know it, you're just stuck in a, you know, your 9 to 5, hating life, but doing it and not even knowing why you're doing it. I mean, you're doing it so that you can put food on the table and live, but like, are you really living at all? Him teaching those lessons, like the headmaster was like, the traditions, these are the things that work. That's how it is. This is what's important. This is what they need. They can't be they don't have the capacity to think for themselves at this point. If we let them do that, it'll be chaos. And even with the parents, like, they're like, I know what's best for you. I know the formula to success, and I'm just trying to give you that fast track to, you know, I don't want you to struggle. Like, it comes from good places, but at the cost of letting your child learn those skills on their own, critical thinking and being creative to find solutions, because they're just following a formula. And so, like, you may be helping them to not have to worry about like wealth or whatever, but like, if something goes wrong, will they be able to bounce back? Because he's like, yeah, you know, once you go to college, the rest of it will take care of itself. And that's under the assumptions that times won't change. Like, now in the digital age, would they be able to let the rest of it take care of themselves? Like, college could be a great place for you to adjust into adulthood in a safe environment, but life is not real life. The real world is not a safe environment, and by just making sure that they are disciplined and stay in their bubble, it could be detrimental. And then also at the same time, when you think you're doing what's best for them, and making them go this direction, and it's really not what they want, and they're feeling trapped, and this happens, like, at that point, was it worth it? You know, it happens. And even just from a personal story, like, it's happened in my life where someone may take their life because they feel like they can't be themselves, the pressure of it all, the depression and whatnot. At that point, is your religious dogma and your you know, shaming worth it if your child is no longer here with us? So that whole feeling of like, he owes it to his parents too, because they've sacrificed so much, like they feel like you owe them. Man, this movie is, especially because of how it ended, such a good one for all ages, really, to reassess your life, like, from the parent side. Like, what are you doing now that you didn't even realize? Like, you're just conforming to for the sake of it. And did you ever find your voice? Are you living the life that when you're at the end of it, you're proud of? I mean, because life is short, man. And I think, like, this just really, the ending really did put it to the point that, like, if it ends, it ends, right? Like, we're just like, yeah, you know, it'll sort itself out eventually. If it ends now, are you good with how it is? I mean, I feel like there's a lot more that could be, like, spoken on with this movie. Like, But I do have to get going to pick up my kiddo who is now in school, which is also something that I often think about, like with his schooling, the importance of arts, of the liberal arts, where I know people are like, oh, the liberal arts degrees may not really mean as much, like an English degree, like what is that going to really get you in life? But I think that even though like college, yeah, might be overrated, blah, 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 it does teach you to think of different perspectives, to be able to have a little more critical thinking, I hope, if people actually like really do the work and think about things, not like just with science or like with math where 1 + 1, a + a is b, 1 + 1 is 2 and it's exact and that's it, but to really be able to look at it through all the different angles, like yeah, from standing on top of a table or a desk and coming up with your own thoughts and not just taking something for what it is. I do think there is value in that, and it may translate into more opportunities down the line if you're able to develop the soft skills. But anyway, I need to get going. So thank you for voting on this movie, guys. I really enjoyed it, even though I didn't enjoy how it ended. It was still an important ending that helps me to think about things. So anyway, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Full-length reaction will be available on Patreon. Make sure you check it out. Come and chat up with us over on Discord, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.